So I'm from Augusta, Georgia, kind of a quiet, small town in Georgia, you know. That's kind of what drew me out here to California. I was living out here in San Diego for about a year. That's when the accident, you know, happened.
So the day he came in, what we remember hearing was a very brief report. We were told he was a young gentleman who had in a high-speed motor vehicle collision, and he had a motor neurodeficit, meaning he was unable to move or feel his legs. And so at that point is when I called Dr. Keshavarzi, our neurosurgeon, to come evaluate him emergently for possible surgery.
The day I met Noah, what was impressive to me and what I still remember is how calm he was and how he was working with the team. He was very cooperative, he was very calm, very much the ideal patient you could ask for in a situation like that. We took him to surgery pretty quickly, I would say very quickly, because we could depend on this team that we had and we could depend on all these folks doing their jobs. So now we had done a really good job. We thought we'd done a really nice job for him, and it's our chance to see a great recovery. If you see it within the first 10 to, let's say 2 to 10 hours, you're super excited. Unfortunately, we didn't see much. And then every day I would round on Noah and see him in the hospital, and we would move him, and I didn't see any improvement.
It's definitely being in the position I was at such a young age, and just, you know, and you're faced with, am I going to be, you know, paralyzed in a wheelchair for the rest of my life? And, you know, everything that goes along with living like that, your whole life changes. You know, it's very, very scary.
Right, so I got a phone call. I had a message. This is maybe 3 months after he left. So I got on the phone and I said, hey, how's it going? He goes, yeah, doc, I just want to say thank you. I'm walking and want to let you know. And I didn't believe him. I said, what do you mean you're walking? He goes, no, I'm walking normal. I said, okay, then make me a video and send it to me. And he has my phone number. So I hung up the phone and I went back to work, and then I got a video on my phone, and it was Noah. He had just made that in that 10-minute span that I've been waiting for him. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And I was actually very excited for him. I mean, it really shocked me. And it was incredible, actually.
A couple days later, I get a call from him again and says, would you be willing to come out to San Diego, you know, and to meet everybody that we can, that had everything to do with your surgery, you know, and I immediately said yes.
So this is where do you mind finishing this up for me? Come on over. I want you to come on over.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Probably wouldn't be where I'm at, you know, if you didn't, you know, go in there and do whatever you did, man. So, yeah, thank you. I'm grateful for that once again. You're an awesome doctor, dude. That's me, all scarred up now.
It was really amazing. You know, he just was so grateful and doing and thriving that it was just, it really reminds us why we do what we do. And so things like that really keep us going. This year's been harder than ever for everybody here in the hospital, and so to have something like this, I think really lifted all of us up.
Just as from the moment I rolled into the hospital, I felt like I was in great hands. You know, I got the comfort that I really needed mentally, you know, and physically they were going to do everything they possibly could. So I wasn't worried about any of that when I showed up upon arrival. After, I mean, the care just continued. I mean, it just was great. You know, anytime I asked for anything at Sharp at all, it got done, you know. They were happy to do it too. It's the passion of these people is there. You can tell they love their job, they want to do it, and you know, they want to be there. You know, it's not just a job for them, it's more.